Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Monday morning to all of you guys. We've got a wedding announcement. JoJo and Jordan wed. That's JoJo, the triple Joe. And speaking of triple, 3 dresses. That's right. Apparently, you get a dress for every 2 years you wait to get married, which, by the way, means my fiance is going to need a lot of dresses as we prep for our fall wedding. I think we're actually going to do 1 dress. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 2. You got the wedding dress, and then you got that, mini dress, so you can do the Cha slide or whatever these white weddings are doing out there. But in this wedding, we've got photos from People Magazine, and then we've got photos from Daily Mail. So, of course, People Magazine is the nice photos. They sold them. They look perfect. And then Daily Mail is the paparazzi photos. It tells the real story. So we'll get into all of that. Do me a favor. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals right down there for stand-up comedy dates. I'll be in Santa Barbara tomorrow night. If you're in the area, want to come out to a show. I think it's a free show at a brewery. I'll let you know. Follow me on Instagram. And also patreon.com/Dave Neal. Patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind-the-scenes bonus content. I'll be going live at 10 a.m. today. So before we get into all of this, every once in a while, I like to dive deep into the comment section of my own videos. And I've got some commenter telling me why they're going to no longer watch me. It was after I referred to myself as a shaman. I can't make this up. And it actually took me down a rabbit hole with this commenter to other things that they've accused me of. So if you want to see that, I'd love to hear your opinion. I'd love to just have a non-biased opinion from the audience. If I'm in the wrong or if they're in the wrong, what's going down out there? So anyway, that'll be fun. We'll get into that right after this. Bachelorettes JoJo Fletcher and Jordan Rodgers are married. We feel so lucky to have grown up in upper middle class families and go on a dating show where we found love and got a free ring. Talk about privilege, right, folks? Anyway, there they are. They waited during the pandemic in the nice, perfectly cut bouquet. Boy, I tell you what, if you don't have a perfectly cut bouquet at the bottom there, I mean, you just really make sure that Anyway, he's there looking good with one of those oversized bow ties. I like it. It's fine. They have that perfect emoji smile, that they're doing right there. A nice guffaw. Bachelorettes JoJo Fletcher and Jordan Rodgers are married finally 6 years since their engagement on the show's finale in 2016. The real estate developer and sports announcer tied the knot in front of close friends and family at the Sunstone Winery in Santa Ynez, California. Am I pronouncing that right? It sounds cliche, but I really am marrying my best friend, says JoJo, but not Jordan. Jordan's like, I got best friends I chug beer with and fart while we watch football. I don't do that with her. But then you're like, every good relationship, passes a little bit of gas. It's just the world we live in, folks. Everything that's happened in our relationship has only made us stronger, and we just feel so lucky. It feels so good. It took a while to get here, but it was all so worth it. We're finally married. Can't wait to start this next chapter of our life together. The bride, wearing an Inez de Santo gown, exchanged personal vows with Jordan during the intimate ceremony as family and friends, including Bachelor Nation alums Becca Tilley, Raven Gates, and Adam, looked on. Later, guests at the black tie event designed by Gianna Sanfilippo and produced by Layla Lewis of Be Inspired PR gathered for an elegant Italian outdoor dinner of pasta, steak, and fish before celebrations continued. All right, so of course, this is what they do. They sell their photos to people, I don't know, 10, 20 grand, 40 grand. I don't know what it's worth these days. And then they make a few bucks. Hey, mine as well, before you punks like me get to it and, don't have to pay a penny for your photos. We wanted the vibe of our wedding to be traditional in a sense, but also playful and fun and unique. We've been planning for a long time, so we wanted it to be just right. Oh, I'm getting triggered. I'm getting triggered right now. Oh, well, the floral, no, that's a mauve. We actually want it to be closer. Ugh, please, bring the flowers. Give me the ring. Let's do this and do the chicken dance already. Come on. Indeed, JoJo and Jordan had instant chemistry during the 2016 season. They began wedding planning in 2019 after Jordan proposed a second time off camera, but the pandemic interfered with their best laid plans. We had a date in 2020, and then we had a date in 2021. We kept thinking the world would get back to normal, but it didn't. The couple says they briefly considered eloping, but ultimately realized that time had already been on our side, and we decided to just ride it out so the day could be exactly what we wanted it to be. Now, as the couple enjoys newlywed bliss, they are both grateful for how far they've come. Jordan is everything I've always looked for in a man. I'm just so ready for this next chapter of our lives to start. And that's how it ends. Now for the Daily Mail. In the Daily Mail, we have some photos. So here are some photos. So here's what I'm guessing is her third dress. So the dresses just get kind of shorter and shorter as the night goes on. But by the fourth dress, she's just in a white bikini. So here, let's just go through some photos. Passing along. These are paparazzi photos. They look cute. They look great. He's in his business casuals. Very good. I mean, hey, look, they're a good looking couple. I've very much enjoyed JoJo's season. She's always been very sweet. Pretty much without any controversy, unless you know of one I don't know. So there they are taking selfies of their looks, doing the thing. You got ladies have to have their purse with all, you need your antacids in there, your Beano, you got the whole, wet wipes. So here we are getting ready. This guy didn't get the memo that you dress up for a wedding. I don't know what's going. Hey, honey, I'm wearing my nice t-shirt. What are you doing? You know what I mean? All right, do what you got to do. Okay, this must be the member of the band. No, they're good-looking families. All right, so there it is, the vineyard. All right, got people dancing. Is that it? Is that all we got? No, here's dress number 2, right? So we saw dress number 1. Hold on, where is it? Go back up here. Here's dress number 1, right? You got the full shoulder open thing, whatever. And now we've got dress number 2, which is more of a over the shoulder. I don't know why they needed 2 dresses there, ready to go for that. Maybe they agreed to different. They were like, I'd love to wear your dress. And then someone else came along, I'd love to wear that dress too. Well, every hour we have a new JoJo dress. It's her day. She's the princess. So there they are. He's in his. So, but did he have, so there's a look with a white suit tux, and here's the one with a black. So I guess he had 3 looks too. So, hey, he's got a white suit, a black suit, and then afterwards, and then this outfit, which is the 3rd suit. Boy, how many belts do you need to get married? Come on. Yeah, we did it. It's like, what did you do? You tolerated each other for 6 years. Listen, I get it. When I get married, this fall, which I won't be live streaming, but I will be showing you content of that on the Patreon. It's like, what did we accomplish? We're still together. That's what we're all celebrating. I guess that's love. I guess that's good. Am I very cynical today? Anyway, so I made this video yesterday, and check out this clip right here of me calling myself a shaman. We have Blake with a hot tub Friday response. It's all over the place, folks. It's worth it. I'm going to take you through every step of the way. I will be your shaman as we lead ourselves through this BIP tornado. So I mentioned I would be the Bachelor Nation shaman. And then I get this comment. I haven't watched anything in 2 weeks since the last comment thread I made. Came back because I listened to Game of Roses and decided to give you another chance today, only to hear you refer to yourself as a shaman. I do honestly hope you take a beat and recognize the culturally insensitive and ignorant things that you so casually say. But you've now lost me as a viewer. Game of Roses are socially and racially conscious. I hope you can learn how to start being more inclusive from them. And I just replied, thank you for your feedback. Have a good weekend. And we have breaking news. We lost a follower right here. Now, I'm not here to make light of it. But then they said after 2 weeks ago, they said, I haven't watched anything in the last 2 weeks since the last thread. So I had to search this person because when people send me comments, I'll try to respond. But if they respond to that, I don't get the alert. We get 10,000 comments. I just can't. I literally, we can't do it. So here was last week's or 2 weeks ago. Dave, you really need to stop being an apologist for toxicity amongst white America. It's coming across very not all men. And I really thought you were more knowledgeable than that. Have you ever read a book about racism by a black woman? If not, I would recommend Hood Feminism. Now, being told you're coming off as something, in being told it's coming across as, quote, not all men. I hate it when people assume quotes. Like, I never said not all men, right? But the person said you're coming across very blah, blah, blah. That's like, you can say, oh, you're coming across very, that's not. Anyway, so I said pretty vague accusation. What specifically do you mean? I have no idea what she's even talking about. She says, I will take that as a no. So then she assumes an answer to a question I did an answer of hers. I will take that as a no to my question, since if you had read something, you'd not even have asked me that. Do you know what saying not all men means? You can Google it and read why it's problematic. Again, I never said not all men. You feel the need to keep pointing out that not all white women are bad when you don't have the lived experience of being discriminated against due to your ethnicity or gender. It's incredibly disappointing that you, as a cis-het white man, is still expecting me to educate you as a BIPOC woman instead of doing work on it yourself. I hate it when people say, like, I didn't ask for her to educate me. I asked for her to clarify on the wild accusation she was making that I was, I don't know, a defender of, racism, right? So then I responded, the whole, I'll take that as a blank and a white man is expecting me to educate you is really giving me too much credit. I get thousands of comments. I'll reply to as many as I can. When I get a comment like yours calling me an apologist, yes, I'd like for you to elaborate. Out of curiosity, I search your name and see many positive comments, mostly positive comments thrown my way. I appreciate you've watched my content. I don't even do the back and forth on here. It's too time consuming as you might imagine. I get criticized in all directions, so there's no pleasing everybody, and there's certainly no being perfect. You've done a hell of a lot of projection here to tell me what I'm saying and conflate my thoughts on so many things. You've already said you're leaving my channel. That's fine. I'm always open to a convo. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. I hardly ever check the comments here as there are so many. Thanks, and I have not heard back, but this is my public response to say we have to do a better job of meeting somewhere where we have productive conversation. And if throwing out my channel over me saying I'm going to be a shaman as I guide you through the Bachelor and listen, I will keep my DMs open for any shamans or any cultures or anybody out there with a culture that feels like they've been offended. But what I won't do is accept offense on behalf of another community. Does that make sense? So as your shaman here for navigating the comment section, I just have to say, I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to stand for being told I'm one thing or another. And I think we need to do a better job as we approach what will be and is becoming a very, very hostile time in our world. We need to do a better job of finding the places we all agree on things and then rebuild the kind of trust in our fellow humans. And I think that's where we need to be in life, not tearing each other down over words. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you. Follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. More content coming your way. I've got Dave Neal show content with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Lots to get into. Be kind in the comment section. We'll see you all in a little bit. Bye, everybody.